Hello everybody, my name is Mirthy and today we are talking about MEPS. Three things in this video. What is MEPS? How to dress when you go to MEPS, and what to bring. Now, MEPS is not a thing that you do. It is a place, a building, a station. It stands for Military Entrance Processing Station. Now, after you finish all the initial forms when you first go to your recruiter and your high school education, all that kind of regular um, application type stuff, your recruiter will send you in a couple of ways. They might send you to MEPS, the nearest entrance station. Now, I'll tell you from my point of view, I know some people do it differently. It just depends on what works with the schedules for the recruiters. Um, so I went up one day, and then we did some stuff. Then we went to a hotel up there, and then the next morning we finished. Some people go there, do some work, come back, then they go another day. Um, but here's what happens. When you go to MEPS, there's three things that happen while you're there. The first one is you take the ASVAB test, which is the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery. What it does is basically sees what's your knowledge and skill level, and this determines what jobs are available to you. The other test you'll do is a TAPAS test. It is a personality test. It asks you weird questions like, which one's more like you? I get angry very quickly, or I do not work well in groups. And you have to pick the best one. Even if neither of them are you, it's testing, how you think and things like that. The other thing is the medical checkups and physicals and things like that to make sure you're in tip-top shape going into the military. They don't want to take anyone with the huge injuries or sicknesses and diseases and things like that. So make sure your medical, self is all taken care of prior to going up, or else it could just delay your process of, getting medical records or going to get something fixed, and it just draws out the process. The third thing is you choose your job and swear in. So here's how it usually goes. I went up there on one day and I did the test, and actually I got through most everything almost in one day. But the problem is there's a lot of waiting around. You go from one station to the next station, then you sit there because there's a lot of people going with you. They do it in batches. So everyone's waiting for the same station. They're going to draw your blood or do a P test or a vision test, or there's all kinds of tests that they do, and it's a lot of waiting around. And let me let you know, we're going to segue into how to dress when you go to MEPS, because you're waiting a lot and it's very cold there. They let hint and drop that it's to keep you awake, because a lot of people go there. If let's say at the end of your day you're done, so you go to the hotel because you still have more to do the next day. So you go to a hotel and you stay overnight there. Now when you come back, it's like 5 or 6 a.m. or something, so a lot of people are sleepy. So they put the cold temperature to keep you awake. I don't think it works. Plenty of people sleep. I recommend do not sleep, because you might have some enlisted armed soldier come up. He's all buff and he scares you into waking up. Plus, it's considered kind of like a job interview, and you should show the respect that it's due, and not sleep. Get up and walk around the chairs or something to keep yourself awake. But how you should dress: don't wear a shirt like this. Don't wear a shirt with a brand name. Just wear a plain kind of shirt, but not blank. Don't wear any solid colors because it could be misconstrued as like gang related or something like that. Um, what I wore was like those baseball shirts, you know, the 3/4 sleeve. It's like gray and white. Um, just wear like regular blue jeans or something. You can dress more, you know, you could dress up for the occasion, but it's not necessary as long as you're not showing anything vulgar or you know, racist, sexist, whatever. Just be respectful clothing. You know, it's not like a suit and tie event. Um, because you're going to be taking your clothes off for physicals and things like that. You don't want to wear a lot of things. Another hint is because it's cold, don't forget wear long sleeves. Bring a hoodie, okay? I don't know if they let you bring like big jackets or anything, but wear a hoodie or a sweater or something like that. And other than that, just bring like your ID or your wallet or something. Um, don't bring your phone if you can. But if you have to bring your phone, I'd say bring a little bag or something that you can check into the bag check to store your phone in, because they're not really going to let you have your phone throughout the day in the building. Phone service is like blocked anyways. You can't even get a signal. But you don't want to just put your phone in the bag check. Someone could swipe it. So bring a little bag to store. Other than that, it doesn't really matter what you wear. You know, I mean, you can shave or whatever, but it's not really necessary. Just be respectful. So you're going to go in there. You're going to take your 2 tests. You're going to get your scores. And this is what you need to bring also is part of number 3, what to bring is, you know, I don't know if you watched the video prior to this, but picking your job, you need to have the list of the job MOS numbers that you wanted and the scores that you needed to pass. Now, after you finish your test, at some point you're going to go back to the liaison office and they're going to ask to, you know, what job you want. So you ask for your scores first. Can I write down my scores? Or get a printout, whatever they do that day. Write your scores down and see which jobs you still classify for. 2 choices. If you didn't score high enough for the jobs you want, you can say, I think I'm going to wait, study, and retake the ASVAB and try to get a better score. Or, if you got the high enough scores for the jobs you want, then it's time for you to make a choice. Tell them, these are the MOSs I want. Or, tell them one by one, this is the first job I want. This is the first job I want. Second, third. And make sure you pay attention to everything, like I said before, where, you know, yes, bonuses are cool, but don't pick your job off of a bonus. Pick it off of what you want to do with the next couple of years of your life. And don't let them tell you that it's unavailable, because there's always a slot available. It's just not something that they need at that moment. They're trying to fill a need. So, like me, I played hardball. These are the only 3 that I'm interested in. If you can get me those, that'd be awesome. If not, I'll just have to wait and let my recruiter do a little work and make some phone calls or something like that. And at first, they told me all of the jobs that I wanted were unavailable. And they're trying to push me into helicopter mechanic or, you know, transportation or something else, you know, gun specialist. I don't know. There's all these other jobs and stuff like that that I wasn't trying to do. Horizontal construction worker. That's just not my thing. There's nothing wrong with those jobs. Every job is necessary. You know, if you don't have a cook, then you don't eat. All right. There's nothing wrong with being a cook. It's just not what I wanted to do with my time. So what happened was they sent me to lunch. I ate, came back, and they said, hey, we got you a spot. 31 Bravo. You good with that? I was like, yep. Went back, checked out the contract, always look through it, see, because for me, because they snuck me in, I only had one time of employment available, which was 5-year term. I couldn't do 3 years, which was my original plan, because you can always re-enlist if you want to do more. But you can't ever cut back if you choose a 6-year term. So basically, I got locked in with a 5-year term because, hey, I took it. I got the job that I wanted. 5 years, fine. You make your own decision. And you don't have to decide that day. You can always say, hey, I got to go, think about it, and you'll come back another day. Me, I wanted to get it over with because I really wanted to go into the military quick. And sitting at MEPS for like a whole day is just exhausting. You're just sitting around doing nothing, and it's just like, I think that's part of the training, is to test your patience. I'm not sure though, but that's what I think. So let's say you pick your job, then you wait for the next swear-in ceremony. I'm going to send you to this room where you learn, you make sure you agree to terms and stuff, and then you swear in front of the highest member of that station. And at that point, you're enlisted, but that's your first enlistment. Just know that you're not completely locked in at that point after you swear in, because when you come back for your ship out date, they're going to make you do a secondary enlistment thing. You got to sign a contract again, make sure everything on that contract matches what you thought. And that is the time when you're in the military. And at that point, still, you can fail out of basic training. You can fail out of AIT. There's a lot of things that can happen until you finally graduate and you're 100% in the military. So let's see, we covered what is MEPS, blah, 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 blah. That's about it. Do some tests, pick your job. MEPS is easy. I'd say if they tell you you're gonna stay in the hotel, bring like one change of clothes, a charger for your phone, some toiletries if you need, but don't bring anything that could be a weapon, and just expect to. It's kind of cool. You meet a lot of people at the hotel, a lot of kids usually. I am 24. Most of the people we're going in are like 17, 18, 19. So it's kind of funny to see little kids coming in. Not to say that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's weird for me. And we went in and eat. There's like video games and a pool table. And you just hang out, watch TV, whatever. At the end of the day, you sleep, wake up butt-ass early in the morning, and then go to MEPS. Finish up. The recruiter drives you home, or drives you back to his office, whatever, and then you're done. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you like that, like it. If you want more, subscribe. My name's Mirthy, and I'll see you in the next video.